Well, welcome everybody to the sports show from Index. I am Assistant Sports Editor Tyler Kibble, and I'm joined by outside hitter senior Allison Barker and head coach Ben Briney. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. Big week for volleyball. You guys won. You upset number 3 Washburn Friday night. Then you beat Fort Hays on Saturday. Let's start with the Washburn match. What was it like?
It was a great match. We had a great group of fans there. We had a lot of energy, and the girls played awesome. And so it was just one of those fun matches you love being a part of.
I know you got down. Well, you lost 2 in a row going into that match, and then you lost the first set as well. And so you were down 1-0 to start with. What was the mindset going into that second set then?
It actually reminded me a lot of when we played Indy. Nobody was really worried. That huddle before the second game was really just, it was, I don't know, it's more of anything like, okay, we did that. We didn't play as best as we could. So we know if we come out and play our game and just a little better, we can take this match. And so it was more just like exciting, let's get out of the huddle. We're always the first to get out of the huddle because we just want to get back out there. So it was exciting.
You come back and win the second set, and then the third set was kind of back and forth, and I believe you were down 23-20 in that third set, and then you kind of rally at the very end to take it in overtime, I guess. What was that like?
You know, the one thing that's been fun to watch with this team is I don't worry no matter what the point spread is. You know, the first weekend we kind of set the tone. We were down 15-5 against Nova and came back and scored 9 straight points and tied it up. So anytime in a match, you know, in that match we were down, like I said, 23-20, it's like, we've got this. We'll kick it in and finish. And they've been able to do that. Unlike even teams in the past, is this team, when we get to that 20 point in the game, they're really able to kick in an extra gear.
And then you go on to win that set and the next. What was it like to finally be done and have a win over number 3?
It was exciting. It was, at that point, you don't think of it as their number 3. You look at it as it's another team that's, I guess, at your same level that you're competing against. And it's just more, those are, I don't know, it's always fun to win, but those are just so rewarding. You gave it your all and top level competition.
And Washburn's kind of a fun rivalry for us. You know, Central's a serious rivalry. Washburn's a fun rivalry. Our teams have a lot of friends on each other's, you know, on each team, and so it's, you know, got a lot of good competition going across the net as you're playing, and so it's a pretty high energy game anytime Washburn and Truman get together.
Let's talk about the crowd now for a second. Our managing editor said it was probably the loudest he'd ever heard Pershing Arena. Would you echo those statements?
I was on the court and I couldn't hear myself yelling.
I'd go up to the edge of the court and yell as loud as I could, and I still could not get their attention. At first I thought, oh my gosh, they're ignoring me. This is really not making me happy. But then you start to realize they can't hear me.
Yeah.
I mean, they're 4 feet from me, and it's so loud that they can't hear me. And that was awesome. Our fans were a huge part of that victory.
Yeah.
Well, and then you don't have much turnaround until the Fort Hays game. It's the next day. Were you worried about maybe being on a high from Washburn not being ready to go against Fort Hays?
Well, that's always a concern, no matter what team or what match is. When you come off such a big high, you always worry, okay, are we going to come in flat? And we had parts of the match where we were flat against Fort Hays, but there were still parts where we picked it up and really pushed through, and we won in 3. And again, that shows maturity on this team's part. Last year we wouldn't have done that. Last year we probably would have beat Fort Hays in 4 like we did.
And even years past, like, you always drop the set, really just to stick around and play a little extra.
Well, do you have anything you want to add about either of those matches?
You got anything?
I guess, for us it was exciting because I guess sometimes we feel like people doubt, like, just our team, and, like, it was more just, like, that's what you guys should expect from us all the time, no matter what. Because that's what we expect from ourselves. And so it was nice to see the fans out, and we hope that all of our home games are like that.
Yeah, hopefully fans continue to show up. I know you're playing again on tomorrow, so hopefully there's a big crowd there again. But thanks for coming on, and we'll root for another win.
Thanks, sir.
No problem.